So, how does great leadership really change worker behavior? I'm Bill Sims, author of Green Beans and Ice Cream, and I'd like to thank you for taking just a few minutes to chat with me about this. I quit. Everybody out there has either said it, thought about saying it, or you've heard a coworker say it, right? And in a recent study done by Gallup, it's interesting that 50% of workers reported quitting their job to get away from a bad boss. Now, what do they define as a bad boss? Well, pretty interesting. They indicate that bosses fail to set priorities for them and fail to give them feedback on how they're doing. And this drives people crazy. We all just inherently crave that. Notice what the study says. The survey found that workers feel like they're given little guidance for understanding what's expected of them. 12% of workers, however, strongly agreed that their manager helps them set work priorities. That 12% tends to be much happier at work than those who scored their boss's goal setting at the bottom end of the scale. Clarity of expectations is perhaps the most basic of employee needs and is vital to performance, according to the Gallup report. Well, so it's no big surprise that we want feedback. We want clear expectations. We want feedback, and workers who rank as the very happiest get that. Workers who don't are out the door looking for work. And that really drives us now to how we measure great leadership. You know, if you want to be a leader, you don't want to be just average. You want to be great, right? So you think about people like George Washington and other great leaders, what really defined them as being outstanding as leaders? And I think 3 simple questions will help us point out the answer. See if you can help me complete the blanks here. If every single worker was perfect safety, perfect quality, perfect productivity, perfect customer service, if everybody was perfect, we wouldn't have to hire so many what? Did you say managers? Supervisors? You're exactly right. We wouldn't have to hire so many leaders. And so let's go to the next question. And you might think about that. If you're a leader, you better be glad your employees don't do the job perfectly. That's job security for you, right? So now let's talk about what happens when you're standing there with your clipboard or your checklist looking at the employee, right? They're going to do the best job they know how to do when the boss is standing there looking at them. So it doesn't count what they're doing when you're there. What really matters is what they do in the moment of choice when you're not there. What decisions do they make for quality, for safety, for productivity, for customer satisfaction? See, the real measure of great leaders, the number one skill that they have to have is the ability to get more from people. More safety, more quality, more productivity, more than that person would normally give. The return on investment of the leader's paycheck is the ability to produce better performance on the part of the workers. And that applies whether we're talking about employees, whether we're talking about students at school, or whether we're talking about teenagers and 2-year-olds at home. Leaders have to get more performance from people. That is their mission in life. It's why leaders get paid to come to work. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little short discussion about leadership. And if you'd like to learn more, please check out my website at www.greenbeanleadership.com.